After Joseph died, the Israelites continued to live and multiply greatly in the land of Goshen in Egypt. A new king arose over Egypt who did not know Joseph. He said, "The Israelites have become far too numerous for us. We must deal shrewdly with them, or they will join our enemies, fight against us, and leave the country." So Egyptians put slave masters over the Israelites to oppress them with forced labor, building Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied. Egyptians dreaded them and worked them ruthlessly. Their lives were made bitter with harsh labor in brick and mortar and all kinds of work in the fields. Then Pharaoh ordered, "Every Hebrew boy born must be thrown into the Nile, but let every girl live." A Levite woman gave birth to a son. Seeing he was a fine child, she hid him for 3 months. When she could hide him no longer, she got a papyrus basket, coated it, and placed the child among reeds in the Nile. His sister stood at a distance to see what would happen to him. Pharaoh's daughter went to the Nile to bathe. She saw the basket among the reeds and sent her slave to get it. She opened it and saw the crying baby. She felt sorry for him, saying, "This is one of the Hebrew babies." His sister asked Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I get a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby?" "Yes, go," she answered. So the girl went and got the baby's mother. Pharaoh's daughter said, "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you." So the woman took the baby and nursed him. When the child grew older, she took him to Pharaoh's daughter. He became her son. She named him Moses, saying, "I drew him out of the water." One day, after Moses had grown up, he went out to where his own people were and watched them at their hard labor. He saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his own people. Looking this way and that, he killed the Egyptian. The next day he saw 2 Hebrews fighting and asked, "Why are you hitting your fellow Hebrew?" The man said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you thinking of killing me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, "What I did must have become known." When Pharaoh heard of this, he tried to kill Moses. But Moses fled from Pharaoh and went to live in Midian. There he sat down by a well. The priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came to draw water and fill the troughs to water their father's flock. Some shepherds came along and drove them away. But Moses got up and came to their rescue and watered their flock. When the girls returned to rule their father, he asked them, "Why have you returned so early today?" They answered, "An Egyptian rescued us from the shepherds. He even drew water for us and watered the flock." Reuel said to his daughters, "Why did you leave the man? Invite him to have something to eat." Moses agreed to stay with the man who gave his daughter Zipporah to Moses in marriage. Zipporah gave birth to a son, and Moses named him Gershom, saying, "I have become a foreigner in a foreign land."